Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, you guys know the drill. If you guys could please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys could leave a comment down below. I don't care what it is. Super helps the channel out. Anyways, it's Thursday mornings, bright and early. We're back in the shop. Today in the body side of the shop, we do have my 1968 Chevy C10 now. This truck just came back in really quickly. It was raining outside for a steering wheel replacement. Now, and I don't know if you guys remember or not, but it had a really small, little tiny steering wheel. It was a Grant steering wheel that somebody had put on before I got the truck. It was really small. Here it is right here. It looks more like it's the size of like what you'd see on like a go-kart. So it's probably only about 10 or 11, maybe 12 inches in diameter, and it's just too small. So we did do a replacement. Now, it did have a Grant steering wheel as well as a Grant adapter, but the bolts were all stripped out. The mechanism wasn't installed right. There is a series of washers, spacers, spring, etc. like that. It was missing a bolt. It wasn't installed right. There was extra washers. The threads were stripped out. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reuse it properly and safely, so we went ahead and ditched it, and we did get a new Grant steering wheel adapter hub as well as a new steering wheel. Now, this wheel does have a horn, but it isn't wired up currently. I do have the parts if we want to wire up a horn, but temporarily right now I could care less about a horn. But you can see the size difference of the wheel. It is the same wheel, just in a bigger diameter. Now, of course, being that this truck is a little bit heavy, this little tiny wheel just does not work. So really happy with the look of this wheel, as well as it's polished right there. Kind of breaks up the black that's in the truck, so super pumped about that. That's the update on the C10. Now, inside the spray booth, go ahead and open up these doors. This is today's job. I'd like to get it done before, honestly, by about 1 p.m. I would like to be hopefully wrapping up this Lexus, but you can see I have the bumpers prepped, front and rear. I do got to blow it all off, wipe it down. I do have a few rock chips and a couple more scratches that I got to fill with a razor blade, and we'll go ahead and get this thing wrapped up, go ahead and blast these bumpers. Now, the color's kind of iffy on this one, guys. I don't know. I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope that it looks good. Of course, they're bumpers, but we do have a tight fit here, so I really hope the color looks better than it does in the can. Now, I do notice that the flares look a lot lighter than the fenders because these are actually plastic, so the color has faded a lot on these versus this. So unfortunately, our plastic flare goes right into our plastic bumper, so I'm kind of worried about our color not matching these so much, but matching this. But they are bumpers. Bumpers a lot of times don't match 100%, so that's okay. I do have some blend room on the back, so I am going to try to be careful on not try to get too much into the quarter panel area of the color when I am painting. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up these bumpers, get the vehicle bagged, razor blade it out, wipe it down, layer epoxy primer, go ahead and color out our bumpers, blend a little bit if I can, but it's looking like I don't really have much room, so there's not much I can do about that except for cross our fingers and pray. But anyways, that does it for the Lexus. Now, in the auto repair side of the shop, we do have a 2017 Ford Mustang Ecoboost. Now, this is a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder single turbo, turboed from the factory. It does make about 310 horsepower from the factory, which is pretty incredible, really. So it is pretty decently quick for what it is. Of course, there's lots of mods and stuff you can do to these things, but this customer in particularly loves Batman, as you can see. So to each their own, so nobody's judging. It's very different. He does like, this is the second Mustang he's done this to, but he's actually done a Batman image on the hood. So that is a vinyl wrap. so that can come off. The hood, the roof does come black from these vehicles from the factory. It is a wrap from the factory. We do have a Batman style wing. Now this vehicle did come in previously. You can see in a few vlogs ago, we did take off the trunk lid. We had removed the OEM wing, and we went ahead and welded up all the factory holes and went ahead and colored out the trunk lid. Now we do have a pretty good color, so happy with that. Another shop had actually drilled the holes and mounted the bat style wing, so it does appear to be lowered. I'm assuming either on sport springs or something aftermarket. Windows are tinted. Vehicle looks pretty nice. I really love this blue. We're gonna dip inside. So this vehicle came in for some glow shift gauges installed. Now, inside the vehicle, let's see here. There you go. So we have our nitrous pressure, we have our fuel pressure, and our transmission temperature. So we currently only have the fuel pressure gauge hooked up. We focused mostly on installing this A-pillar, which actually replaces the factory A-pillar. You actually remove the A-pillar and install this. Now it comes with like a little clip and a screw to install it. It fits, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It kind of doesn't really fit under this rubber very well. There is a side airbag back here, so you got to be careful when installing this. But overall, it looks pretty good. Customer did supply the parts. So gauges are really cool. You can totally change the color to any color you want. And of course, you can make it kind of chase itself. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's actually changing color on its own. So there's quite a bit of things you can do as far as customization with these gauges, but we're just gonna go ahead and leave it there on the blue. The customer can go ahead and change. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood. We went ahead and routed the loom down here and underneath the dash, and near the gas pedal there was actually a grommet. Now that grommet was able to pop out, and you got to be careful because water does kind of rush down the hood. So I'm going to go ahead and get my hand in here and open up this. There you go. So there it is. It's an inline 4-cylinder single turbo. We went ahead and popped out. I know it's hard to see, but there behind the gas pedal there was a grommet. We popped a hole in it, and we went ahead and applied a little bit of silicone because we made our harness to run up and over in the engine. Currently underneath this plastic valve cover we have our sensor connectors coiled up and ready to go for next time this vehicle comes in. This was only kind of a one-day deal. It is going to get picked up today. You can see this wire right now. It is our ground. We are going to remove this and probably have to extend it and run our ground so it's not bridging across like this. We did actually open up the fuse panel, and we went ahead and, if you can see here, we went ahead and put a little spade on this fuse, and that's where we got our accessory key hot power. And we put a little spade on that connector and just ran our wire with the factory harness down there. Glow Shift did supply a fuel pressure T. Now, it didn't really work out that good. Luckily, I had a plug, but one of the plugs that it came with for an accessory like fuel, let's say a fuel solenoid for a nitrous system, it has a little plug, so you have an extra little port that you can come off with. Anyways, it basically, no matter how tight you went, thread sealant, all that good stuff, it just kept spraying fuel. Luckily, I had another plug which worked better, still sprayed fuel. Luckily, we put some Loctite, let it harden up, and it didn't leak. So we are going to use it. Unfortunately, I don't really recommend the Glow Shift T adapter there, but currently fuel pressure is all hooked up. We still have to do the transmission temperature. Now this is the manual transmission, so we are going to have to look into seeing what kind of fitting we need to get the accurate temperature of the transmission, as well as once it comes back for the nitrous system install, we'll be able to run our nitrous pressure sensor. Now, inside the trunk, he has installed his own stereo system. Now you can see the really cool little Batman logo there. It's pretty cool. I think he's actually got some lights here. Maybe the key's got to be on, but I do believe that this all lights up and glows. So pretty cool. It's got some stickers all over it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the key, and we're gonna go ahead and start the vehicle. Now you can see we're just sitting just over about 60 psi in fuel. Our trans temp and our nitrous pressure are just pegged out, maxed out, because they are not currently hooked up. Once it comes back, we'll be of course hooking those up, and you'll see those in action as well. So let's see if those lights light up now. Well, doesn't look like it. But anyways, these Ecoboosts are really cool because, let's see here, let's shut the door. You can actually, there's already a boost gauge and stuff like that. You can, I believe you can see other information as well. He's installed his own stereo amplifier in the back of the seat there. But anyways, glow shift gauges look really cool. I really like the look of them and the personalization of the color change that you can do. That's really cool. Overall, they seem like decent quality. Was not happy with the fuel pressure adapter, but that's okay. We could always change that out quickly. It was nice that it came with a little adapter, but it just did not seal. Maybe we just got a little bit of a dud. So anyways, there is the Ecoboost 2017 Mustang. He also has his own cold air intake with a little air box. Looks pretty cool. Wish somebody would come out with something like that for the Honda Civics and stuff. There's lots of options for intakes, short rams and cold airs for Civics and stuff, but as far as I know, nobody's really made like a really cool looking like little air box option that would fit like where the OEM air box would fit. So if anybody out there is designing intakes, that'd be really cool to design something like that for Civics, Del Sols, Integras, CRXs, you name it. So anyways, close the hood here. There you have it. Customer's gonna come by today and pick this up. He'll be happy that the gauges are installed. It is gonna come back in about 3 weeks for the nitrous kit install. He is having trouble finding a Zex nitrous bottle. The kit that he ordered was supposed to come with one. The company did not supply it, so they basically just paid a bunch of money for wiring and solenoids. So he might end up just sending that stuff back, and we might go ahead and either locate a new kit, either from Nitrous Express, possibly Holley, NOS systems. Anyways, it is going to come back for a little bit of a nitrous install, and at that point we'll probably finish up the last couple gauges. That's about it, guys. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Hope you guys enjoy the C10. Hope you guys are enjoying the Civic. Hope you guys are enjoying the Batmobile. So anyways, like, comment, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron, though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.